Angel, once a beautiful, intelligent, and smart girl, had turned out worse than she could imagine, all because she loved Kelvin. Kelvin, who couldn't stop his bad habits of partying, clubbing, and having romantic relationships with other girls. In their 4th year, Kelvin decided to introduce Angel to his father. He told Angel about it, and she was happy. During their school holidays, they visited Kelvin's father's house to spend the break there. Chief Kola received them warmly. "Kelvin, my son," said Chief Kola, "how are you? It's been a while. This one you came to visit me is all well?" he asked. Kelvin laughed, saying, "All is well. Can't I visit my father again?" "You can," replied Chief Kola. "It's just that you rarely visit." "That's fair," said Kelvin, "but now I'm here." "Good afternoon, sir," said Angel. "How are you, beautiful girl? What's your name?" "I'm fine," Angel said. "Dad, meet my girlfriend, Angel. The girl I've been telling you about," said Kelvin with a smile on his face. "She sure looks like an angel," Chief Kola said, looking at her lustfully. "Thank you, sir," Angel replied. "Kelvin, I didn't know you had an eye for good taste. Look how beautiful your girlfriend is," said Chief Kola. "Thank you, Dad," said Angel. "We are hungry, Dad. Is there anything to eat at home?" "Don't worry, there's food," his father said. Chief Kola called his housekeeper, who served them dinner. After eating, Kelvin and Angel went upstairs because they were tired and exhausted from the trip. "Dad, tomorrow we will discuss more. For now, I'm exhausted and want to rest," said Kelvin to his father before going upstairs. "Okay, son, you can go and rest. I'll see you guys tomorrow." "Good night," Chief Kola said. Kelvin and Angel went to bed. Early in the morning, Angel went to the kitchen to make breakfast. Chief Kola, who drinks water early in the morning as a health habit, came into the kitchen. Angel, wearing headphones, didn't notice him. Chief Kola approached her from behind and grabbed her by her waist. Angel, shocked, flinched because she wasn't expecting it, and to top it all, it was Chief who had held her. She looked at him, surprised, not knowing what to say. "Good morning, sir," she said, still confused. "Morning, my angel. How was your night?" Chief asked. "My night was fine, sir," Angel replied. "Do you need anything?" she asked, confused. "No, I accidentally spilled water when I was drinking it, and I almost fell. That's why I touched you, to steady myself. Sorry, don't be offended," said Chief to Angel. Angel didn't think much about it and overlooked the incident. She finished making breakfast and they all ate together. While they were eating, Chief Kola praised Angel for knowing how to make breakfast. "Angel, I never knew you could enter the kitchen that early to prepare breakfast." "That's good. Your parents trained you well," said Chief Kola. "Thank you, sir," said Angel with a beautiful smile on her face. When they were done having breakfast, they all went to the sitting room. Then Kelvin told his father the main reason why he had come to visit. "Dad, like you already know, this is Angel, my girlfriend, and I want to marry her. So I thought it was wise to come see you and tell you before making my intentions known to her family," said Kelvin. "That's good," said Chief. "You know, I've been asking myself what would make you come to the house because it's been long since you spent the holidays with me. So now I'm too old for you to spend your time with me, right?" Chief said with a serious look on his face. Kelvin, feeling bad, said, No, Dad, it's not like that. I've been busy." "Don't mind me, I'm joking," said Chief, smiling. Kelvin sighed with relief. "My daughter, you are welcome once again," said Chief Kola. "Thank you, sir," said Angel. Chief asked Angel about her parents. They all spoke at length and spent time together. Kelvin went out to see his longtime friends in the neighborhood, leaving Angel at home. Chief always used every opportunity he got to make inappropriate advances towards Angel. She wasn't comfortable being around him anymore, but she still didn't complain or tell Kelvin anything. Rather, this made her keep to herself whenever Kelvin was not around, often staying alone in their room. One day, Chief Kola entered his son's room and saw Angel lying on her back in bed with alcohol in front of her and some substances on her face. He tried waking her up, but she was unresponsive. An unsettling thought came to his mind. He smiled a mischievous smile. Seeing an opportunity, Chief Kola ensured she wasn't responding before having his way with her. This happened most of the time when Kelvin was not around, and Chief Kola always made sure that Angel was not responsive. Whenever it happened, Angel, after regaining her senses, felt strange but never thought too much of it, assuming she had done something to herself in her sleep with her hand or any other thing, because she knew she wasn't on her right senses. She never suspected anyone, neither did she suspect Chief Kola, especially since Kelvin had never behaved inappropriately with her. Over time, Angel grew increasingly uncomfortable. She indirectly asked Kelvin about it, and his response showed he had nothing to do with it. Angel knew something was wrong but didn't know what to do, so she planted camera to understand what was happening. One day, taking too much drink, she fell asleep because she was tired. Chief Kola came in as usual and approached her. Just as he was about touching her, she woke up suddenly, as if startled from a dream, and saw Chief Kola acting suspiciously. Her eyes widened in shock, and she quickly looked away because he was naked. "What are you doing here, sir?" she asked. Chief Kola quickly got dressed and left the room. Angel, confused, ran to the camera and watched the recorded footage. She cried uncontrollably all through the night. Kelvin, not understanding why she was crying, asked her several times. She lied, saying she missed her parents and wanted to go home first thing in the morning. Kelvin, surprised, asked, "All of a sudden, did anything happen? Why do you want to go home now? School is resuming in a few days." "I want to go home," said Angel. "Okay, no problem, I'll take you home," replied Kelvin. "You don't know my house, I can go home myself, thanks," she said, still crying. Kelvin then came close to her, comforting her. He didn't know what made her cry, but just wanted to do what she wants so she could stop crying. Early the next morning, Angel packed her bag. When she was about to leave, she told Kelvin, "Babe, I love you and I'm sorry for crying the way I did last night. I just miss my parents, you know. I remembered one of my childhood memories and it made me miss them even more." "That's okay, it happens sometimes," said Kelvin. "I'll see you in school and I'll keep in touch," said Angel. Kelvin escorted Angel downstairs and was about to open the door when he said, "Let me inform my dad you're leaving." "No, wait," Angel said. "Don't disturb him, he may be sleeping. Let's go, and when he wakes up, you can tell him." "Okay, let's go," he agreed. Angel didn't tell Kelvin what had happened between her and his father because she didn't know if he would believe her or not, if it would cause a rift between father and son. Traumatizing her relationship with Kelvin was a risk she was not ready to take. When she got home, she spent quality time with her family. One of the days when she was home with her parents, Angel told her parents she had a boyfriend. Her parents said they would like to meet him. Her father, Chief Collins, asked, "I haven't heard you talk about any man the way you do, so I would definitely love to see him." Angel said, "I haven't told him about this yet, but we'll find time to come see you together." "Okay," said her parents. When she resumed school, she cleaned her room and then went to Kelvin's to tidy his room because he would come in the evening. She came early in the morning and after tidying up, she cooked and waited for Kelvin. "When you just got here and I made dinner for the two of us, can't we just take a day off from all this partying and spend some quality time together?" said Angel. Kelvin, trying to act as a victim, said, I understand, but you know Kelvin is my best friend. On his birthday, I can't possibly have any reason not to attend. He would definitely be upset. I don't want to disappoint him. Okay, since you don't want to go, no problem. I'll just tell him you're sick and can't go, and I can't leave you at home. He took out his phone. Just as he was about to place a call across, Kelvin held it back and said, "Okay, let's go. But on one condition, we won't stay long. If you do, I would go home, leaving you there," she said with a serious face. Kelvin, happy, hugged her and said, "Thank you, that's why I love you." When they went to Michael's birthday, Angel did not participate much. She was just sitting in one corner. Kelvin went to her and asked, "What happened? Why are you sitting here alone?" "Take this," he said, giving her a drink. She said, "No, I'm fine." Kelvin, surprised, said, "That's strange." He sat beside her and asked, looking worried, "Are you okay? Is everything fine?" Angel smiled warmly, saying, "I'm fine. I just decided to stop taking any of these drinks." Kelvin, confused, asked, "Why? Are you pregnant?" touching her tummy. "No, I'm not. Stop it, Kelvin. People are looking at us. I'm fine. I just don't want to drink anymore. It's nothing serious, just something I've decided on my own," said Angel. "Okay, if you say so," Kelvin said, feeling relieved and relaxed. "Just a little more time and we would go home, okay?" He went back to join the party, and a few hours later, they went back home. During lectures one morning, Angel felt giddy, and in the afternoon, while studying in her favorite place, she felt the urge to vomit but managed to hold it back. When she was in her room later, she tried to understand why she was feeling this way but couldn't find a suitable answer. After 5 days, she noticed she has been having the same signs she always had whenever she was pregnant. She went to the pharmacy to get a pregnancy test kit. Nervously, she opened it, and after a few minutes, the results came out positive. She was confused. How does this happen? When? Why? After sitting and thinking for a while, she said out loud, No, this can't be happening. I have to think fast." She sat down on her bed, trying to figure out what to do. In her thoughts, she said, "Kelvin is not an option. He can't find out about this." Tears rolled down her eyes as she tried to come to terms with the situation. Kelvin was responsible for Angel's fourth abortion, but he had nothing to do with the fifth, and he didn't even know about it. When she went for her fourth abortion, the doctor advised her to wait at least a year before any other procedure to avoid damaging her womb. Now, finding herself pregnant again, Angel knew she couldn't go back to that same doctor. He wouldn't go ahead with the abortion process and would tell Kelvin, which she didn't want. She went elsewhere and proceeded with the procedure. With her consent, during this period, she didn't tell Kelvin anything, nor did she make him suspect her. The end of the season is around the corner and it's graduation, Angel said to Kelvin happily. "Yes, there will soon be graduates," Kelvin replied. "Babe, this skipped my mind. I told my dad about you and he said he would like to see you," Angel told Kelvin. "Did you give him a date?" Kelvin asked. "No," said Angel. "I have to let you know so we can choose a time that is convenient for us all." "Okay then, we'll talk about it later." On the day of graduation, her parents came and Chief Kola came as well. Angel made sure to avoid Chief Kola. She introduced Kelvin to her parents. After greeting each other, they decided on a date to meet after graduation. After the graduation ceremony, everybody went home. Angel visited Kelvin from time to time but never spent the night at his house. Finally, the day Kelvin came to Angel's house arrived. Her parents welcomed him warmly. After talking at length, he made his intentions known to them during lunch. Then he wants to marry their daughter. Chief Collins asked his daughter Angel, "Do you accept?" With a shy smile, Angel replied, "Yes, I do." "It's settled then. When you're ready, you can come and do the necessary," Chief Collins said to Kelvin. Everyone was happy. They spent the time making jokes and having fun. When Kelvin went home, he discussed everything with his father. A few days later, their parents discussed and finalized a date to pay Angel's bride price. They didn't have an elaborate ceremony. They just paid her bride price with family and friends and started planning for their big wedding. The wedding was going to be the talk of town. It was a very elaborate event. Angel now lives with her husband Kelvin in a house his father gave them as a post-wedding gift on the day they paid Angel's bride price. A few days before their wedding, Angel and Kelvin had to undergo a full medical test required by their church. The day for the test arrived and they went to the hospital. After the test, they both went home. 3 days before their wedding, Angel was tasked with collecting the results from the hospital. When she arrived, the doctor handed the results. As she was about to leave, he said, "Angel, please, I want to show you something. Can you please give me the results I gave you?" Surprised, Angel asked, "Why, doctor? Is something the matter?" Doctor said, "Just give me the results." He opened the results and removed her own. He pointed to a specific line and asked her to read. After reading, she sat down in the chair with tears running down her eyes. After a few minutes, she asked the doctor, "Please, can you change this?" The doctor said, "I will try." "I don't want you to try. I want you to change it. Do anything. Any amount, whatsoever it is you need, I will give you. Please, just change this." Then she told the doctor that she's coming back immediately to get the changed result. Angel took the original results to her father's house. When she went home, they weren't at home, so she didn't see them. After she finished what she was doing in her room, she left her father's house and returned to the hospital to collect the results. After collecting the results, she went home. 2 days before the wedding, Angel was taking a bath to prepare for shopping with Kelvin for a few things for the wedding. Her phone rang several times. Kelvin checked and said, "Honey, it's your dad. It must be important for him to call you persistently." She said, "Okay. When he calls again, pick the call and come closer so I can hear him. Put it on loudspeaker." When Chief Collins called again, Kevin picked up the call and before he could greet him, Chief Collins said, "Angel, how come you have no womb?" Hearing this, Angel grabbed her phone and ended the call. Kelvin, confused, asked, "Why did you cut the call? And what did your father mean by you have no womb? Is that true?" "Of course not. How can that be possible?" said Angel. "Please, I have to go to my parents' house. I'll talk to you later." She quickly finished her bath, hurriedly dressed and went to her parents' house. When she arrived, she saw her father on his bed, weak and sad. With a weak voice, he said, "Angel, what happened?" Angel couldn't bear to see her father in this condition. She told them all that had happened with her from school till this very day. Immediately she finished, her father became breathless. They took him to the hospital, and while the doctor were attending to him, her mother came out saying, "How could you? What did we do wrong to you, Angel? We loved you. There is nothing you ask of us that we wouldn't do for you. So why all this?" Miss Amaka in tears continued, "Look at what your father is going through because of you. You have worsened his condition. Just pray nothing happens to him," said Miss Amaka. Just then, nurses rushed Chief Collins to the ICU. His wife, Miss Amara, followed them, asking them what had happened and where they were taking him. They arrived at the ICU. The doctors told her to wait. A few hours later, a doctor came out with his head down and said, "I'm sorry, ma'am, we lost him." Miss Amara screamed in pain. While Angel approached her, she pushed Angel away, saying, "I don't want to ever see you again." She told the nurses to throw Angel out, stating that she didn't want her around her. Angel went home crying. When she entered the gate, she saw her bags in the security veranda. She asked the gate man why her bags were outside. He told her that Kelvin had brought them out yesterday. She asked the gate man where her husband was and he said Kelvin wasn't around. She tried to open the door but it was locked. She called the gate man and asked him why the keys were locked. He told her that Kelvin had changed all the locks in the house. When she called Kelvin, he didn't pick up. Instead, he sent her a message saying she should leave his house and he had traveled, not knowing when he would be back. She texted him but he didn't reply. Confused, she said to herself, "My father, Now, Kelvin, what is happening? What about the wedding? She picked up her things and lodged at a hotel. Days turned into weeks and weeks turned into months. She never missed a day to go beg her mother, who refused to see her, let alone have a conversation with her. Kelvin was never home. He had traveled since the incident and had not returned. One day, the gatekeeper messaged her that Kelvin was back. She visited him and saw him with another woman, but that wasn't her concern. She went on her knees begging, "What did I do? I just came back home and my bags were outside." Kelvin angrily said, "You don't know what you did. Okay, I'll tell you. You cheated on me. You got pregnant for your cheater. You went for an abortion. I had no idea about it. You even faked a result, and you still have the audacity to say to me you don't know what you did." She held his leg, begging, "Kelvin, I can explain. Just give me a few minutes. It's not what you think." Kelvin pushed her away and asked the gatekeeper to throw her out of his house and never let her enter again. The gatekeeper helped her up and said, "Madam, you heard what he said. Please, I don't want to lose my job. Just go." She left heartbroken to the hotel where she was staying. Chief Collins had asked their house help to clean Angel's room since she was going to be married in a few days. While cleaning, the maid found the fire and took it to Chief Collins. He saw the results and after calling the hospital to confirm, realized they were true. That was when he called his daughter. Kelvin, confused when Angel abruptly ended the call and went to her family's house. He went to the hospital to inquire about the results. Initially, the doctor denied any issues, but Kelvin knew something was wrong. He threatened the doctor, saying that if he involved his father, the doctor would lose his job. Under pressure, the doctor told him the truth, and that was how Kelvin came to know about it. A year later, Angel, looking pale, weak and unkempt, was in her hotel room scrolling through social media. She saw that Kelvin was married with a child. She cried for hours. The lady from room service entered the room to clean and found Angel on the floor. They took her to the hospital. After 2 days of proper checkup, the doctor discharged her. The hotel she had been staying at for over a year dismissed her, warning her not to come back so as not to risk her life further. Angel went to another hotel. Reflecting on all she had been through, she resolved that she couldn't continue living like this. She decided to take action. After a month of taking good care of herself, she emerged looking unparalleled in beauty. She left the hotel and went to his house. The gatekeeper was surprised to see her but still let her in because he knew her well. "Good afternoon, madam," the gatekeeper said. "How are you?" Angel replied. "I'm fine." "Is your boss at home?" she asked. "No," the gatekeeper said. "He just went out and will be back soon." "Okay," replied Angel as she went inside the house. She took a bath, put on nice clothes, and applied a pleasant fragrance. She was sipping wine when he entered. "What are you doing here? How did you get into my house?" he demanded. Reaching for his phone to call the gatekeeper, Angel grasped him by his intimate part, and the rest was history. Later, as they lay in bed, Chief said, "Send me your account number." Surprised, Angel asked, "For what?" "For money, of course," said Chief. "Money? Do I look like I need your money?" Angel replied. "Tomorrow we'll be getting married in court." Chief laughed. "Look at this small girl. What do you mean by we'll get married tomorrow? How and why? You must be joking. Please get dressed and leave my house." An hour later, Angel was still in the house. Chief went to the room and saw her pressing her phone. Just as he was about to call security, he received a notification on his phone. It was a video. He played it and he saw his sex tape. Surprised, he looked at Angel, who was still on her phone. "Tomorrow, get ready or you know what will happen," she said without smiling. Chief left the room angrily. realizing he had no other choice. Chief Kola and Angel got married in court. After the marriage, Angel frustrated Chief Kola and made his life difficult. Out of frustration, he traveled out of the country for weeks that turned into months. One day, Kelvin visited his father's house and was shocked to see Angel there. He asked her what she was doing in his father's house, but Angel simply stood up, went upstairs and told the maid to inform her if Kelvin left the house. Confused, Kelvin asked the maid what Angel was doing there. To his surprise, he learned that Angel was now his father's wife. He tried calling his father, but the number wasn't going through, which was the reason he came to his father's house in the first place. Eventually, he left because Angel didn't want to see or talk to him. Months passed and Chief Kola remained abroad. Angel grew tired of her life and wanted a fresh start. She did a live video sharing her story and even uploading Chief Kola's sex tape. She left his house and rented an apartment to begin anew. One day, Angel received a call from her mom, asking her to come. She wants to see her. When Angel saw her mom, they both started crying and apologized to each other. Her mom was pained for knowing that her daughter had gone through so much. She told Angel to gather her things from the rented apartment and come home. While Angel was packing, there was a knock on the door. It was Kelvin. Surprised, she asked, "What are you doing here? Who gave you my address?" "I've been following you, that's how I know you moved here," Kelvin said. He went down on his knees begging, "I'm sorry. I never knew you went through all that. I'm sorry for not giving you a chance to explain yourself." Angel responded, "I've forgiven you and I've moved on with my life. Please, I'm divorced now. She left me and the baby isn't mine. We can start afresh together," he pleaded, trying to touch her. "Stop there. Don't you dare," Angel said. "Don't try it. Sorry for your divorce, but as for me and you, we are history. I can't and will never go back to you again." She slammed the door on his face. Angel packed her bags and went back home. Her mom booked therapy sessions for her, and Angel furthered her education in medicine, eventually earning a master's degree. Her mom supported her all through, helping her heal. Chief Kola lost everything in his country, Nigeria, as no one wanted to work with him anymore. He remained abroad. Kelvin also lost everything as his father's lawyer claimed all his father's assets for themselves, leaving Kelvin with nothing. Do well to tell me what you think about the video. Please don't forget to subscribe, like, share and comment. Subscribing, sharing, liking and commenting, these are the ways you will improve this channel and help me tell a better story to entertain you. Don't forget, my priority is to make sure you're entertained.